Hello there, I'm Joshua Joe, and welcome to Jared Productions. Today we're looking at my 5 favorite animated films of 2014. So why don't we get right into it?
Let's get to it.
Okay, I'm going to start off with the honorable mention. It's a film that I absolutely loved until the last 10 minutes, which I just found incredibly frustrating, and that film is The Tale of Princess Kaguya. Now, this was Studio Ghibli's latest film, and honestly, for the whole film, I was absolutely loving it. Would have been one of my favorite movies of 2014. But then the last 10 minutes came, and to me, those last 10 minutes was just such a slap in the face. And to me, I felt like it went against the whole thing the film was about. Even though it is accurate to the source material, but to me, it was just such a slap in the face that, honestly, it's an honorable mention. And the movie I'm going to say after this movie, that's my 5th favorite, you're going to be like, what, really? And yeah, the last 10 minutes of this film really did annoy me that much, but I still really liked it. For the most part, I thought it was like a piece of art, especially visually, but then the last 10 minutes kind of really ruined it for me. So I give The Tale of Princess Kaguya 4 stars.
Only now do I finally remember why I came here.
Now we're going into my number 5, which is The Penguins of Madagascar.
DreamWorks Penguins of Madagascar.
Like I said, you're going to be wondering, like, what, really? But yeah, this film was incredibly fun, incredibly entertaining. But yeah, I really enjoyed the heck out of The Penguins of Madagascar. One of the most entertaining films seen all year because it just embraces its ridiculousness. And I can go for films like that. I can really enjoy those types of films because they just go all out. They don't care about how ridiculous or silly they're being. They just go all out and have an incredible amount of fun. And that's what that film was, an incredible amount of fun. It's well animated, the voice cast is fantastic, and I really enjoy the amount of puns they had. I mean, for me, like, puns can be hit or miss, but when they're good puns, I enjoy them, and this had a fair few good puns, and it's just the set pieces as well were so full of energy that I just had a really fun time with the film. So I give The Penguins of Madagascar 4 stars as well. If it wasn't for the last 10 minutes of Tales of Princess Kaguya, that movie would definitely be above this film, but those last 10 minutes really did annoy the heck out of me.
They don't have hands, they just have flippers, and I have flippers, so it's flipping useless!
My 4th favorite animated film of 2014, we have The Box Trolls.
The Box Trolls.
Now, The Box Trolls is the latest from Laika, and I've loved all the films they've done so far. Though The Box Trolls is their weakest, it's still a really, really strong film. I enjoyed a lot about it. The stop motion animation is absolutely gorgeous, still my favorite type of animation. The voice cast is great, the story is a whole lot of fun, and while it also delves into much darker kind of themes as well, and I enjoy that about Laika. They're willing to dig deep and do stuff differently, and take things a bit further than Disney is willing to do, or DreamWorks, or Universal. And also the fact that they're keeping the art of stop motion alive. I just have a huge amount of respect for the work they do and how hard it is, because these movies take longer to make than a CD animated one, but they look 10 times better to me, and I just think Box Trolls are incredibly well done, and it has really good themes in it as well. 4-star film for me.
Off with the box.
For my 3rd favorite animated film of 2014, we have Big Hero 6. Now, I was really excited going into Big Hero 6, and unfortunately, I didn't love it as much as I was hoping, but I did like it a lot more than Frozen. The characters were a whole lot of fun, I enjoyed this kind of futuristic world, and I'm a sci-fi buff. And so I had a really fun time with this, especially because it's Marvel's and Disney's first official Disney-Marvel collaboration for a Disney film, and it does change quite a few things from the source material, from what I know, but in the end, it's just really enjoyable. The cast is good. When Hero is seeking revenge on the bad guy, he actually, like, it gets kind of dark, and I enjoy when kids' films get dark, because to me, that's kind of getting more real, and speaking to a child like they're a person and not just, like, a kid. And the fact that Baymax is amazing. He's like the new Groot, basically, except he's a marshmallow this time. So I had a really fun time with this, though I did find the story rather predictable. It was still entertaining, and there was still a lot going into it that the predictability didn't annoy me that much. So I give Big Hero 6 4 stars. Let's go on.
You will be alright. There.
For my 2nd favorite animated film of 2014, we have the Lego Movie. Now, I know this has been a lot of people's number 1, but it doesn't have as much emotional impact as the film that is my number one. But the Lego Movie is from Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who just are amazing at making amazing movies from properties that people don't expect much of. And they turned what could have been a 1.5 hour product placement ad, they turned it into a movie that's actually meaningful. And it also lampoons storytelling conventions. It makes fun of the hero's journey while also embracing it. And that's the thing what these guys do. They make fun of things, but they embrace it at the same time. They're not laughing at it, they're laughing with it. And this is just incredibly fun and hilarious film with some of the best action sequences from the year. And the fact that it is also talking about creativity and the drive behind it all, and that sometimes we do need that childlike imagination. It looks absolutely gorgeous. They're animated from Animal Logic, which is actually an Australian company. Really enjoyed Lego Movie, whole lot of fun. I give it 4.5 stars. Really great movie.
Introducing the double-decker couch, so everyone could watch TV together and be buddies.
That idea is just the worst.
Now for my number one favorite animated movie of 2014, and it's How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Dragons!
This truly was a film that you could, like, if it wasn't animated, if it was live action, it could easily have just been a fantasy film. It didn't have to be a kid's film. And I absolutely love that this film did not at all speak down to the audience. It totally was just completely honest about true emotions, true hardships, and true circumstances. And there's a lot of allegory in this film as well. Like my sister, when watching it, pointed out that it could basically be about gun violence. And yeah, that's kind of true, that's kind of valid. It's there, and you can totally get it from there, but that's not a bad thing at all. But overall, I just felt that it was just a fantastic coming-of-age story. And that's what this whole series is going to be. It's just going to be somebody coming to age, but it's more not just coming to age, but each movie is coming to a more mature self. But there's just a fantastic relationship between him and Toothless and just his family as well. And the fact that this film does go to really dark places, but it's a place of truth and honesty and stuff that people are going to have to deal with in life. And I just thought it was gorgeously animated. Roger Deakins was a consultant when it came to the lighting, which it's an absolutely great looking film. But to me, like, these characters, the story, I just found really compelling and really emotionally engaging. It was one of the more emotional films I saw this year, and I did tear up. I'll be honest, I teared up. And a kid's film, but it was just a fantastically made, and it's more than just a kid's film. It's a film on its own, and I think it's just a fantastic and beautiful film. You should definitely check it out. All the technical aspects are great. The score, once again, is amazing. Definitely a 4.5 star film from me. Be sure to check it out.
What you're searching for? It's in here.
So that's my top 5 animated films of 2014. If you've seen these movies or have any thoughts on them, feel free to comment below. You can go to my Facebook page, like that, comment there, follow me on Twitter, and don't forget to subscribe. But anyway, let me know your favorite animated movies of 2014, and if you haven't seen these films and do go see it, let me know your thoughts on what you thought about it, and if you didn't like it or if you loved it, that's great. But anyway, I'm Joshua Cho, this is J Productions. Just get out there and watch good movies.